Good morning, everyone. Today I will be talking about how do you plot an equation into an Excel. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have an equation. It could be anything. Let's say y equals to 10x square. You need to plot out this equation. Okay, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to select out two columns here, this x and y, and the x value, let's say, goes from minus 20, and I'm putting out another number minus 15, and if you select these two values and just drag it, then it'll just gives you all the possible values. Okay, minus 20, and if I select this one, let's say minus 40, I'll just and minus 35, and then drag them. Then I have all the values all the way from minus 40 to plus 40 in the step of 5. Now I got x now, x column. Now I need to know what's the y column. The y is 10 times x squared. You see this one. The y is 10 times x squared. So how do you write down this equation? First type in is equal to, and it says 10, then 10, and then times x squared. So this is your x value. Select this one and then square this one, squared. Okay, again you see this is exactly written here in the form of equation. First you will start with is equal to 10 multiplication sign, x is in this column, so I'm just selecting 1, 10 and x squared, and then hit enter. Once I have this one, just double click this one, you will get the plot, and it does make sense because you see if I just square 40 squared, you will get this number times 10, you'll get this number. So once I have this one, select these two the columns, go to insert and go to this scatter diagram and select this value here. Okay, so that means I have plotted y equals to ax squared graph. Now the question comes, how do I label these things? So if you double click here, then you can just label all the scales here. This is the labels here. Okay, so what do okay, axis title. So axis title here, go to, this is your, let's say this is your y value, and let's say this is your x value. If it does have a units, you can type in the units. Okay, or you can slide out anywhere you like to. This is y, or anywhere you like to. So once I know this one, y equals to ax squared, how do I know that? I mean, if I need to get a best feed, but how do I get the best feed? So just go to this line again, and you see the trend line, select on the trend line, and then you can try the different things here. If I just select the linear does not fit here because this one does curve, so the linear will not fit. Logarithmic, if I just select the logarithmic, it doesn't fit at all. So let me delete this one first. Okay, go here, trend line. So in this case, I know that this is the it could be a polynomial or a power series. The polynomial fits exactly of the other two. Okay, so this one just fits exactly. I can select the different colors just to make. Okay. If you like the different colors, it's entirely up to you. So here I just choose the polynomial equations and just fits perfectly. Go to the trend line, more options. If you select the polynomial, it just fits out. And if you know the equation, So you just write down the equation, and this one just tells you the equation is y equals to 10x squared, which is what is there, and plus other these values are very tiny values, just small values, but the data value very correctly predicts these equations. Okay, so this is how you plot an equation in an Excel sheet. Okay, this is how do you plot an equation. All right, and this is how do you label. Okay, thank you.